Come on, we're gonna get some crushed concrete up in here. Come on with it, come on. Well, it didn't take me too long to realize after leveling out this hard clay right here that that's not going to be a real good option to lay the pavers directly down on, because you can't really get it real level because it's pretty hard and got a lot of big chunks. It's real good for a base, but not for the actual layer that the pavers are going to set on. So I ran uptown with my trailer and got a yard of crushed concrete, real fine crushed concrete. So we're going to go ahead and get the tractor and get it laid out and rake it out nice and level, and then we'll lay the pavers down on there. It only cost me about 40 bucks for a yard, which ain't too bad, and time is money. So I'll save a lot more time using this crushed concrete than what it'll take to actually get this clay level enough to lay the pavers down on. So time is money, you know what I mean? Come on. All right, well, let's grab the tractor and start bringing in some buckets and get this leveled out. That way we can get these pavers done, because the day is slipping away from me. Come on. Whew, it's not cold out here no more. It done got up to about 80 degrees today, which is good. It's starting to get a little sweat action going. But I got all the crushed concrete leveled out for the most part. But I'll kind of level it as I go whenever I'm laying the pavers. Wherever it needs a little to be higher or lower, I'll kind of adjust it as I go. I'll go ahead and show you all what it looks like with the crushed concrete down. That was a lot easier to smooth out than that clay, boy, let me tell you. Come on, definitely worth the trip. But right there's what it looks like. It's pretty good and level. I just raked it out with a garden rake for the time being. But I'm going to start humping those pavers inside now, and then we'll go ahead and start getting them laid. I can't wait to get this part done. That way I can get the washer and dryer in here and start wiring it up, get my laundry done. Come on. Well, now that we got all the pavers laid down, except for the end piece there, whenever I put that wall across there, I'll have to cut in a little bit of section right there. But we're going to go ahead and wet all this down real good so the water can get up underneath there to that crushed concrete and let everything settle and harden real good. It's not 100% level, but for a country boy laundromat, it's level enough. It's a lot of work putting these pavers in, but we got it done. I'll go ahead and show you guys before I wet it. And then we'll pick back up in the morning when we put the washer and dryer out here and start wiring everything up. Come on, we're making progress today. But man, it's hot out here. Come on. Now that we got all of this crushed concrete good and wet, all that water will seep down in there and it'll stiffen it up before the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and let it dry. As you can hear in the background, the goats are raising cane. They're ready to eat. It's about 5 o'clock. It's about 30 minutes later than I normally feed them. So I'm going to go ahead and get those guys fed, and we'll cut back in the morning whenever we start working on installing the washing machine and dryer and getting the electric and everything ran. We're making progress though. This turned out pretty good. Ain't quite as good as a concrete slab, but it's a lot better than doing laundry on the dirt. So I'll see y'all guys in the morning. Come on. Well, good morning. Well, it's day 4 of the Country Boy Laundromat. The pavers ended up settling pretty good, not too bad. It ain't 100% level, but it's good enough for a Country Boy Laundromat. Come on. So today we're going to go ahead and get the washer and dryer installed. We're going to go ahead and install the box. It's going to be for the water for the washer. Even though the water is not out here yet, we're just going to run a water hose for temporary right now. But we are going to go ahead and run the 220 through the ceiling and down this back wall right here and go ahead and get that mounted and cut the hole out for the vent for the dryer. And go ahead and run probably some wires and stuff to be able to put a light in here. I can't put the light switch in yet because I don't have that front wall built yet for where the door is going to be, and that's where the light switch is going to be for it. But we'll go ahead and get some wire ran over there, so whenever I put the wall up, it won't take long. I can just run an extension cord with a temporary light for right now. I've decided that I'm not going to go ahead and build the shelves yet, or all the shelving and stuff over here, because whenever I start working on the outdoor kitchen itself on the inside, there's a lot of stuff in there already. I'm actually going to use this as a storage room for the time being until I can get that area done. And then once I get that area done, I'll have plenty of storage to be able to put all of this stuff back in there. And that'll allow this to open up a little bit so I can go ahead and build the shelving and the sinks and everything out here. But basically I got to do what I got to do, because after the storm came through here and tore up all of my canopies, storage is very limited right now, and I just kind of got everything shoved in wherever I can just to save it from the weather taking it out and destroying everything. So it is what it is. I just shift back and forth wherever I'm working, but laundry was a really big priority for me right now. So I can go ahead and store everything in here and still be able to do laundry. But then we're actually going to take a break on the Country Boy Laundromat just for a little while and go ahead and jump on the inside and start getting all the wiring and lights and walls and floors and everything done like that in the outdoor kitchen. That way we can start cooking and doing Fired Up Fridays again. And I definitely miss grilling and chilling. Come on. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this day started. Let's go ahead and start with the 220 and also the 110 for the washer. That'll be the first things that we need to get in before we bring the washer and dryer in here where it's in the way. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. But it ain't the best day for working outside. The Sunshine State is not sunshine today. Come on. But we're going to make it happen either way. Because as you can see how wrinkly my shirt is, I need to do some laundry. Come on. Alright, let's get this thing going. It ain't going to do itself. Come on, let's get it going. Alright, now that we got the electric ran, we're going to go ahead and hook up this little outlet box. Even though the water's not going to be ran to it right now, we will use the drain part of it. I'll go ahead and plumb that out and run it through the back. And then we'll go ahead and cut out the tin while we're cutting out for this, for the dryer vent. Go ahead and get everything plumbed up, the dryer vent put in, and we're ready to put a washing machine and dryer in here. Pretty easy process. I do need to run up to Ace and get some staples to staple the wire up against the 2x4 all nice and neat. Before anybody says anything, I know I should be using a GFI there, being that there's a washing machine right there, but I don't have one right now. So whenever I get one, I will switch that out. But it is an outdoor thing surrounded by metal, so I'm not really that worried about it. But I will get one the next time I go to Lowe's or Home Depot. They're expensive enough there, but if you try to grab one at Ace Hardware, it's going to cost you about $60. So I don't feel like spending $60 today, and I need to wash some clothes, so come on. All right, let's go ahead and get this installed. We're running out of light pretty fast here today. Come on. Be a jack of all trades on the homestead. Come on. Let me get some glasses. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get all this picked up, and then we'll move the washer and dryer in here, get everything hooked up, and test it out. Come on. All in all, it didn't turn out too bad. We got the washer. We got the water. I don't have the water plumbed yet because I don't have the water in the outdoor kitchen yet. But that'll be coming here soon. That'll be one of my next projects. But everything's wired up. Everything's plumbed. All I got to do is run the water out here. I'm also going to put a tankless hot water heater out in the outdoor kitchen. So there will be hot water for the washer too, even though I don't use hot water a lot. But all in all, turned out pretty good. But in typical Florida fashion, it's starting to rain. It's about 5 o'clock. I need to get the animals fed. They're out there raising cane right now. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. So until we see each other again, guys, come on, let's go homesteading.